The world is gripped by an insidious and devastating global issue: the production and trafficking of cocaine. The impact of this trade is felt across the globe, from the lush cocaine fields of South America to the streets of cities around the world. Despite efforts by the authorities to combat drug production, the cocaine trade continues to thrive, fueling organized crime, corruption, and violence, leaving destruction in its wake. This deadly white powder is supplied by a handful of countries. But which ones are they? Ecuador. Ecuador, a country located in the northwest corner of South America, is known for its stunning natural landscapes, rich cultural heritage, and biodiversity. However, there is another side to this country that often goes unnoticed: its role in the global trade and production of cocaine. When it comes to cocaine production, Ecuador may not be as notorious as its neighbors, but it is quickly emerging as a significant player in the industry. One reason for Ecuador's growing role as a cocaine producer is its ideal climate and geography. The country's tropical climate, combined with its fertile soil, make it an excellent location for growing coca plants, the raw material used to produce cocaine. Another factor contributing to Ecuador's emergence as a cocaine producer is corruption. Like many other countries in the region, corruption is a significant problem in Ecuador, with drug cartels often able to operate with impunity thanks to their connections to government officials and law enforcement agents. According to statistics, if this country continues these steps, it will become the leader in cocaine production. Brazil. Amidst the awe-inspiring natural beauty, vibrant culture, and bustling cities of Brazil lies a dark reality: the country's significant role in the global cocaine trade. As the largest country in South America and the fifth largest in the world, with over 8.5 million square kilometers of land, Brazil has numerous areas that are ideal for growing coca plants. Brazil's sheer size and diverse geography make it an ideal location for the production and transit of the infamous drug. Corruption is a significant problem in Brazil, with drug cartels often able to operate with impunity thanks to their connections to government officials and law enforcement agents. Brazil is the second largest consumer of cocaine in the world after the United States, and one of the largest producers and exporters of the drug in South America. Bolivia. Bolivia has become a key player in the production and export of cocaine. The coca plant has long been a part of Bolivian culture, with indigenous communities using the plant for medicinal, religious, and cultural purposes for centuries. However, the coca plant is also the raw material used to make cocaine, and the growth of the cocaine trade has had a profound impact on Bolivia's society and economy. According to the United Nations, Bolivia is the third largest producer of cocaine in the world, accounting for about 10% of global production. Most of the coca leaves grown in Bolivia are used for the production of cocaine, while the rest is used for traditional purposes. The drug trade has become an important part of the Bolivian economy, providing employment to thousands of poor people and generating billions of dollars in profits. To address these problems, the Bolivian government has taken steps to curb the cocaine trade. In recent years, the government has implemented measures to reduce coca production and crack down on drug trafficking. However, these efforts have been met with resistance from some in the coca-growing regions, who argue that the government's policies are hurting their livelihoods. Peru. Land of the Incas, haven of cocaine. The drug trade has become a significant part of Peru's economy, generating billions of dollars in profits and providing employment for thousands of people. The industry is concentrated in the remote regions of the Amazon rainforest, where poverty, corruption, and lack of state presence create a fertile ground for illegal activities. According to some estimates, there are around 70,000 hectares of coca crops in Peru, which produce up to 200 tons of cocaine per year. The history of cocaine in Peru dates back to ancient times, when the indigenous peoples of the Andes used coca leaves for medicinal and spiritual purposes. The Incas in particular revered coca as a sacred plant and used it to improve their endurance and mental acuity. However, with the arrival of the Spanish conquerors in the 16th century, coca became a commodity of trade and exploitation. The colonial rulers used it to fuel the forced labor of indigenous peoples in their mines and plantations, and to finance their wars of conquest. Colombia. Colombia, a country of outstanding natural beauty, rich culture, and a history steeped in conflict and turmoil, is unfortunately also known as one of the largest producers of cocaine in the world, accounting for 70% of global production. This infamous reputation has plagued the country for decades and continues to this day. To truly understand the scale and impact of cocaine production in Colombia, one must first examine its origins. The drug trade in Colombia can be traced back to the 1970s, when the country began exporting small quantities of cocaine to the United States. By the 1980s, however, production had skyrocketed, and the drug had become a major source of income for the country, generating billions of dollars in revenue each year. Colombia is also home to the most infamous drug lords in history, such as Pablo Escobar and the Cali cartel, who became famous for their brutality and power, controlling vast territories and terrorizing anyone who dared to stand in their way. Today, Colombia continues to face the legacy of its cocaine production. This is a colossal problem to fight the production of cocaine because it has become an icon and tradition for Colombia. From the Andes peaks of Colombia and Peru to the lush rainforests of Bolivia, these lands are shrouded in mystery and danger.